Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In this corner dedicated to reflection and personal growth, we explore ancient philosophies and timeless lessons that can guide us to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Today, we will deepen our understanding of the ancient lessons of Stoicism. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our videos full of ideas and inspiration. And, of course, for those of you who are already part of our community, we thank you for joining us on this journey of seeking wisdom. So, get ready for an enriching conversation, as today we explore 11 Stoic principles capable of transforming your life. If you've ever wondered how to apply the teachings of Stoicism in the modern world, this video is for you. Let's start. It would be ideal if life never tested us, allowing us to go through each day without problems and always making the right decisions. However, the world doesn't work like that. Ultimately, we all end up making mistakes or taking actions that we later regret. Stoicism, in theory, is a philosophy, but in practice, it consists of a set of guidelines for life. The Stoics believed that life was complex and full of challenges that put us to the test, so they developed rules to guide us on the right path. In this video, I will share 11 Stoic rules that I have personally adopted in order to become the best version of myself. These 11 rules were devised by Stoic philosophers over 2,000 years ago and have been valuable to countless people throughout history. I invite you to stay until the end to learn all these rules and apply them to your own life. Rule 1. Master your mornings. One of the most notable moments in Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is the internal dialogue he has with himself at the beginning of Book 5. He's aware he needs to get up, but he feels the comfort of the warm, welcoming sheets. It's an easy situation to understand, but it's also deeply inspiring. Marco Aurelio was not obliged to get out of bed. Many emperors before him delegated government tasks to live surrounded by luxury. However, Marco Aurelio strove to resist these temptations and begin his responsibilities first thing in the morning, as he understood that winning the morning was the key to winning the day and, ultimately, to achieving success in life. Although he had possibly never heard the expression, "the early bird gets the worm," he was well aware that a day well started was a productive day. Personally, I follow 3 steps to have a productive morning. I write in a diary. Right after waking up, I record the day's tasks and briefly reflect on the previous day, noting what I did well and where I can improve. Keeping a journal helps me form the habit of reflecting on my life, keeps my priorities in mind, and guides my behavior. I exercise. It is not necessary to do intense exercise, but to move. It can be a walk, going to the gym, running, or any activity that activates me physically, preparing my mind for the day. I focus on work. After completing the previous 2 steps, I am ready to dedicate myself to the task at hand. Rule 2. Focus on what is in your control. Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on the things we have the power to control and letting go of those things that are beyond our control. This understanding makes us more practical and prevents us from wasting time worrying about issues that don't deserve our attention. Once we internalize this perspective, we avoid many frustrations and suffering situations and focus our efforts where it really matters to achieve our goals. This is evident in sport, for example. You control your performance, but you don't control whether you will win, whether your opponent will be respectful, or whether the audience will applaud. When you understand this and focus on your performance rather than worrying about external factors, you are more likely to achieve superior performance. The same principle can be applied to every situation in your life. Rule 3. Avoid distressing yourself over imaginary problems. In moments of uncertainty in life, it is common for thoughts to arise that cause us suffering. However, when we analyze carefully, we realize that most of the negative situations we imagine never come to fruition. In the words of Seneca, we fear more than what really hurts us, and we suffer more from our imagination than from reality. Focus on the present and remain calm, as it is likely that the worries you imagine will not come to fruition. Rule 4. View success and failure equally. Marcus Aurelius used an interesting metaphor. He compared all men to a stone that he threw into the air, and that he neither gained nor lost anything by going up or down. He remained the same stone whether he started the day with a promotion or ended it with a layoff. You are still the same person. In fact, negative situations in life are often valuable learning opportunities, making them even more useful than positive situations. Learn to be grateful for everything that happens, whether good or bad, because at the end of the day, you remain the same and can learn lessons from any situation. Rule 5. Only perform one task per day. This rule does not need to be interpreted literally, but it means that it is important for people without clear goals to focus on an objective to be achieved each day, no matter how small it may be. Living without goals turns a potentially extraordinary life into an average life. For those with many goals, having grand ambitions is not a problem, but it is essential to take steps at a time. Focusing on too many things at once can make you lose focus on what really matters. Therefore, with this rule, I invite you to work towards achieving at least one goal that you set for yourself every day, regardless of whether it is something simple or complex. Fight to achieve it. Rule 6. Don't look for the easy way out. Whenever you want to achieve something, remember that there is no easy shortcut to it. In life, significant achievements require effort. You only have to look at the biography of anyone considered successful to realize that everything they achieved was the result of hard work and discipline. This is the key to success. Difficult paths shape your character, teach you to learn from mistakes, and encourage perseverance. The difference between those who achieve great goals and those who don't is their willingness to make effort and sacrifice. Anyone can take the easy way out, which explains why so few consistently achieve what they want. Rule 7. Question the necessity of your actions. Take a moment to reflect on the activities that fill your life and ask yourself if they are truly indispensable. You will realize how many things we accomplish and desire that have no genuine value in our lives. How can we determine if something is necessary? Ask yourself why you take these actions. Find a meaningful reason, something that is truly worthwhile. If you can't find a valid reason, what you are doing is superfluous in your life. Rule 8. Accept your destiny. Things don't always go the way we want. This is a reality of life. As Seneca said, fortune acts as she pleases. His own life is an example of this, with health problems interrupting his political career and being exiled by the emperor. He managed to return only to face the same situation again. Almost everything was beyond Seneca's control. The only part he could control was how he interpreted these events and how he decided to deal with them. He chose to see them as opportunities and use them to his advantage. Life will present us with good and bad situations, and it is up to you to decide how to deal with them, whether to look for the positive or live in constant regret. Rule 9. Communicate with ancestral wisdom. Zeno of Citium, the pioneer of Stoicism, turned to the oracle for guidance after losing his entire fortune. The oracle advised that, to lead a virtuous life, he should dialogue with the deceased. This translated into reading the writings of philosophers who lived before him. Reading is a powerful tool, as it allows us to access the thoughts and perspectives of those who lived millennia ago. We live in an era where we are constantly looking for new things, which makes us underestimate the value of ancient knowledge preserved in books. We are privileged to interact with the most brilliant minds of the past through their works, and this wisdom can guide us and enrich our lives. It is unfortunate that many people around the world choose to neglect this extraordinary resource. Take advantage of this opportunity, as accessing ancient knowledge has never been so accessible, thanks to the internet. Rule 10. Be strict with yourself and compassionate with others. It is crucial to remember that Stoics have strict principles and firm convictions about what is morally right and wrong. However, it is equally important to exercise understanding and forgiveness toward those who stray from the truth. The key lies in the fact that these standards are applied to oneself. This does not imply that we should tolerate injustice or the wickedness of others, but we should also not ruthlessly judge all those who do not behave exactly as we wish. Instead, we should lead by example when we want to show someone that they are acting incorrectly. By acting correctly, we can positively influence others and shape their mindsets. This may take time, but eventually they may begin to imitate our behavior. Rule 11. Keep in mind that death is always present. Seneca warns us about a common misconception, the belief that we face death in the future. In fact, most of our life already belongs to death. Every past moment is a moment closer to her. It's easy to consider death as something distant, something that will occur at some undetermined time in the future. However, Seneca reminds us that death is always approaching, whether slowly or quickly, depending on our age and health. This erroneous perspective can lead to unhealthy behaviors and an unfulfilling life. Instead, Seneca encourages us to recognize that death is an ongoing process that is constantly occurring. We must, therefore, live fully, not postponing our plans, not leaving things unfinished, and making the most of the time we still have. Every moment that passes belongs to us, but it also belongs to death. Therefore, we must live with intensity. In conclusion, I sincerely hope that you have found inspiration and value in these ancient lessons of wisdom that remain so pertinent today. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more similar videos, please leave a like and share with friends and family who are also seeking personal growth. Every like and share helps to expand our community and spread these valuable messages to more people. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be notified whenever we release a new video. Also, we look forward to your comments below. We look forward to hearing your opinions, questions, and suggestions for future content. We thank you for being part of this journey in search of wisdom. Let's continue to grow together. Until the next video.